What's up, risk managers? My name is Nasdaq Anonymous, and I'm addicted to the NQ. And boy, is she one hell of a drug. And welcome to tonight's NA meeting, where we'll discuss the economic data for the week, analyze today's session, and from that, build a winning game plan for tomorrow's price action. And if you haven't done so already, you can show your support by subscribing to the channel. And with that said, let's jump into the charts now. This is tomorrow's data. Be mindful that all times are in Central Time. And we have a small block of news scheduled for tomorrow, so let's jump into it. At 9 o'clock, we have Fed Chair Jerome Powell speaking, and we have new home sales for the month of July. At 12 o'clock, we have some crude news, and at 2:30, we have some CFTC data being released. And now that we know what to expect, let's jump into the charts and create a game plan for tomorrow's price action. This is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream, and today was definitely a range day. And as I analyze the charts, I see about 3 clues that's going to be essential for helping us find the best trades going into tomorrow's stream. So let's jump into it. During the overnight session, the Nasdaq had a gap open that was quickly filled by price trading 79 points to the downside that at the time looked like it was going to keep on going. However, once the bulls found support, price traded 160 points to the upside, sweeping the liquidity above Wednesday's highs and breaking above 20K, where we saw this short squeeze higher and price finding resistance at a range that we discussed in last night's NA meeting. And from this rejection, price traded a massive 483 points to the downside, taking out 3 key levels of support and bouncing towards the end of the session. And based on this price action, here's what I'm going to be looking for. So today, bears came in, and this time they did not give up their move and finally finished their rotation down. And based on how many key levels of support that they took out, it is apparent that this move was a long time coming for the bears. But it does appear that the bulls have found support, and if they hold this area overnight, I'll be watching the reaction when price retests 685, because this is where the bulls initially found support and the bears came in and used it as resistance. So this level will definitely be the first objective for the bulls. If the bulls are able to close price above this level, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 740 and 715, because this is where the bulls failed to take price higher and we saw this break of structure to the downside. Now, if the bulls don't hold price overnight and we do see price continue to trade lower, I'll be looking for the reaction when price retests a level at 525, because this is where bulls previously found support and we saw a massive move up to 2025, and I expect the bulls to defend their position. But if they fail here, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 500 and 470. But the price action overnight will definitely be essential for our bias going into tomorrow's stream. Now, if you're enjoying the content and appreciate the value that me and my trading partner provides to the trading community, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the release of our next NA meeting and live streams. And with that said, let's jump into an ES chart. This is an ES chart, and this is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream. And during the overnight session, the E-mini S&P had a gap open that was quickly filled by price trading 16 points to the downside. Here, the bulls found support and price traded 37 points to the upside, finding resistance at a range that we discussed in last night's NA meeting. However, once price rejected from this range, price traded 87 points to the downside, finding support towards the end of the session. And based on this price action, this is what I'm going to be looking for. So just like the NQ, we saw a massive sell-off from the highs and the bulls finding support towards the end of the session, trading back into this range. And if the bulls can hold this overnight, I'll be watching the reaction when price retests a level at 608, because this is where the bulls failed to trade price higher and we saw this break of structure. And if the bulls are able to close above this level, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 620 and 615, because this is an area where the bears sold the retest of this break of structure and we saw this move down. So I do expect for the bears to step back in. But if price continues to the downside and we see 588 used as an area of resistance, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 580 and 575. But I'll be monitoring both markets overnight to identify the best trades as we go into tomorrow's stream. And in summary, both markets had a gap open that was quickly filled by a bearish move down. Both markets took out Wednesday's highs and traded into a key level of resistance. And finally, both markets had a massive sell-off from the highs, but found support at the end of the session. Also, keep in mind that we do have Powell speaking tomorrow at the Jackson Hole, so we should expect for there to be a block of volatility at the start and the end of this event. And that's all I have for tonight, risk managers. And you can watch us trade these concepts live by clicking this video. We'll see you there.